Oh man. What up, fam? How's everyone doing today? Yep, this is gonna be a crazy one. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. So, does anybody here recognize any of these games? Man, World of Warcraft, remember that one? That game started them all. And it's probably still, as of today, probably some of the most fun I've ever had. When this game first came out, it was revolutionary. Doesn't look like much now, but back in the day, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Pepsi can castles up in my room. My wife would actually bring me a plate full of just bacon and shrimp cooked together in like a case of Pepsis, and I stayed up in my room for days when new patches or new expansions would come out. It was nuts. Lots of nostalgia. And then there was PlanetSide. Remember PlanetSide? I remember the first one. I remember when the second one came out, I signed up for the beta. PlanetSide was pretty good. It was different. It wasn't an RPG or anything. Big open world, big skirmishes, vehicles, futuristic weapons, all that stuff. Pretty fun game. Let's, of course, not forget EverQuest. EverQuest, all you veteran gamers out there know about EverQuest. That game was another one that was just one of them that started them all, Before World of Warcraft, this was a pretty big game. I remember reading articles about this game in my PC Accelerator magazines. Talk about the coolest magazine, computer parts, video cards, games, and hot chicks. Every nerd's dream, right? Alright, just a couple more games and I'll get to the damn point. I know you guys are waiting. Destiny 2. Pretty awesome games, lots of fun. Not really my type of game that I'm going to play for, for days and days and months, like New World, but fun games, really fun. Looter shooters, etc. And then you've got this weird off the wall game called Free Realms. Never heard of it. Had to look it up to see what it was. And yeah, never played it. I don't know, maybe you guys have. Was it good? I hope it is, or was, because it's going to play a pretty big role in what we're talking about here. And one more kind of obscure game, H1Z1. You guys ever play that? That game was actually a lot of fun. And I love games like that. DayZ, Scum. I'm all about survival shooters and PUBG. Love them. I love battle royales. I love everything about those games. So, to the point. Sorry for wasting your time. What do all these games have in common, if anything? Yeah, they do. They have something big in common. And that, my friends, is a fact that the developers and veterans in the gaming development industry from these games, these titles I just mentioned, are all working together, some of them, to make Amazon's new massively multiplayer online game. Yes. How do I know this? Well, let's just say a little birdie on the PTR mentioned the fact that Amazon is making a new MMO right now. And I didn't believe him. I was like, no way, you've got to be kidding me. And then I went straight to the source. I went to Amazon.com and I started snooping around, and I came across their jobs wanted section. All the different posting for Amazon Warehouse, Amazon Web Services, and Prime Gaming, and all these different jobs. I had to go through I've gone through over 100 different individual applications on Amazon's website. And then I was like, hey, why don't I just use that big old brain I have of mine and look for the gaming department, jobs specific to gaming. And I stumbled across these. So Amazon is and has been looking for new people. And this time around, they're looking for people that have a passion for gaming. It is in every single one of these job descriptions. Passionate about games, whether it's a SDE or design person or character creation. Everybody has to have experience in other AAA titles, and they have to be passionate for gaming. That's great, right? But the first thing that popped into my head is, oh shit, what about New World? Are they just going to throw it away and give up? Because that's what I was starting to get the impression of, after seeing some posts on Reddit about employees that left AGS and why they left AGS. And I'm not going to get into detail about that. This is not a video bashing Amazon. I love New World, and I can't wait to see what this new MMO is like. But this is huge news because they're still developing New World. There's still a bunch of problems, and it's an unfinished game, and it has so much potential, and I just got super nervous that they were going to possibly throw the towel. But if they did that, what would that do for their future upcoming games? They would have no credibility. Nobody would trust them. And everybody would think it's just going to be another ship that crashes and burns like New World, and they give up and start another one. Why would we even want to get attached to this new game? So I don't think that's what's going to happen. So let me give you some details on this game and from what I found in the job descriptions and what they're looking for specifically. And there's a lot of juicy details that I'm about to show you guys. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir, and I know you guys, if you've seen my videos before, you know that I don't just give out information that I'm unsure of. I test it, I go to the source, and I make sure it's good, accurate information, because I don't want to have a clickbait site. We went down that road, and it did not work out well, and unintentionally, but I fixed it. And now I want to be a trusted source of good information. And what better source than Amazon's website, where they actually post the jobs and what they're looking for. So we know that this is going to be a AAA MMO action RPG. Is it going to be like New World? I don't know. It's going to be using the Unreal 5 engine, which makes me super excited because if there's one thing we know, a lot of people don't like the coding and they call it spaghetti coding with Lumberyard and Unity and all that stuff. But, New World's beautiful and the combat's great. And there's bugs, but it's a brand new game. It hasn't even been out 1 year, so I don't know what everybody's big deal is. This game is great, and I'm really looking forward to this new MMO. But what I'm trying to get down, what the point I'm trying to make is that I think they are competent. Yeah, they've made mistakes, and one of their big mistakes was the fact that they don't have anybody that's passionate about gaming. Not that I know of. And that may just be rumors. I don't know. I've never worked there. But from what other employees said that have left Amazon Game Studios, that seems to be the case. So there's going to be an economy. There's going to be player progression. There's going to be social interactions. It's going to be a large-scale game. Supposedly, it's going to have compelling combat. Again, every single time they post a job description, the number one thing that they're looking for is experience with other AAA titles and a passionate gamer. There's going to be character and creature rigging. And they're looking for a rigging specialist. And what that is, that's the process of creating your 3D characters and getting the body and the anatomy down and movement and stuff like that. Creating the 3D model. I had to look that one up. I was like, what's rigging? Because there's rigging all over these job descriptions. They're trying to create an exciting concept, and they really want to push the boundaries of gameplay and character visuals related to motion and deformation. Deformation seems to be another big one, so I'm assuming, and this is all straight from the job post, I'm assuming that we're going to be able to blow up limbs and we're going to see characters maybe catch on fire and start melting or pieces go flying because they have a very strong, I don't know how to say it, they're very adamant about, some of these job postings are specifically asking for people that have an in-depth knowledge of anatomy and the deformation of characters and creatures, and like I said, a working knowledge of anatomy. So I think that's really cool. They're going to have a lot of detail about the different parts of the character and creatures, and again, deformation. That sounds awesome, right? So like playing a game where you shoot somebody in the arm and their arm blows off, stuff like that. I know it's morbid, forgive me, but I love that kind of stuff. So one really, really big important thing that caught my eye and got me interested is the fact that they are looking for experience with procedural level generation. For anybody that doesn't know what procedural level generation is, go take a look at the game called No Man's Sky, just do a quick YouTube search. When I say this game, No Man's Sky, has literally hundreds of thousands of different planets that you can explore, I mean, they literally have hundreds of thousands of different planets that you can land on with your ship and explore, because they use the procedural level generation method of creating these places and creatures. So think of a big table, in coding, and think of a table as like, spots, stripes, big head, small head, tentacles, spikes, 6 legs, 5 legs, and just a list that goes on forever of all these different things. And they tell the coding to pick random things out of this list and make a creature. So each and every creature is going to be different. They did the same thing with the level design. Trees, bushes that are yellow, bushes that are pink, bushes that have flowers, bushes that have spikes, bushes, and they just created this amazing, huge universe that is infinite. You literally would not be able in your lifetime be able to go to each planet, because it just goes on and on forever. It is amazing. You should check it out. But the problem with this is that after a while, you've been there, you've seen that, and as long as they don't add new assets, everything's going to eventually start looking the same but slightly different, because it's done by an AI, but they're going to be using that in this game, which is, I don't know. Knowing Amazon, they have the skills, they have the people. I can't wait to see what it looks like. But this could be a good or bad thing. I don't know, but can you tell in my voice? I'm excited. So, this is what we know so far based on the job descriptions. Now, I need you guys, because I know I have some damn fine, intelligent folks that view this channel, and I need you guys to do some digging, and I need you to let me know what you can find. I'm talking data leaks, visual leaks, images, videos, just information. Start data mining, or find somebody that knows how to do it and do it for me, because I don't know how to do that stuff. All I can do is search the web. That's all I've got. But yeah, this is pretty crazy news. What's going to happen with New World? I don't know. Are they going to finish it? I sure hope so. And just try to remember, this is not me bashing Amazon. I love New World. I've said that a million times. I do. And I've been supporting and being an advocate for this New World game since it began. So don't get the wrong impression. I love Amazon. I get Amazon packages every day. It's Christmas every day over at my place. But anyway, that's what we know so far. This is legitimate information. I spent a lot of time doing this research, and I can't wait. And one more thing before I let you guys go, you can guarantee 150% that I will give you guys and deliver any and all news that I find regarding this new game. You have my word, and you can hold me to it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Love ya.